Hi guys, Curtis Candy Spaz Gamer Shotgun Boy Officer Dick here with you. It's Tuesday. That means it's commentary day. So we're going to be doing a commentary over a very average Black Ops 2 gameplay. Why average? Because mediocrity is the best I can do at this game. It's a good way to judge yourself. Watch this gameplay. If you're worse than this, you pretty much suck. If you're better than that, big deal. I already told you I'm mediocre. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get right into it. Here we are. We're on the carrier there below deck, and I'm about to go on a killing spree.
Failure would not be tolerated.
Today's commentary. I'm going to talk to you guys today a little bit about something that's it's kind of a big deal to me. One, I rarely refer to this as an advantage, but I guess in some cases it can be. One advantage I have is that I've been alive for a long time. In other words, I'm old. So I've learned a few things, a few little details about life that just seem to make things work, I don't know, for more pleasant. And one thing I've learned is you got to be able to laugh at yourself. There's very little in life that irritates me more than people that can't have a laugh at their own expense. I mean, everything in life, pretty much everything in life, I think has a funny side. I mean, there are limits. I mean, if somebody comes up to you and says, your grandma just died, don't go, but there's a great backstory to that. I got to tell you this funny story about grandma when she died. No, that's probably not funny. But for me, I guess it bothers some people that I can find humor in most anything. Outside of the suffering of a child, I can't think of much that I can't find some humor in. I mean, even the suffering, sometimes adult suffering can be funny, depending on the adult. But one of the reasons I brought this up was I've never taken myself too seriously, and I think that's a big key to having a happy life. And I was watching a little bit of the Oscar coverage the other night, and when Seth MacFarlane, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, he did this song and dance routine about seeing actresses' boobs. He specified which actresses' boobs they'd seen and in which movies and everything. It was really funny. Well, some of those actresses, they took shots of them. I believe Charlize Theron was one of them. While he was mentioning them, and they had the most F you asshole looks you ever saw. Pissed off about it. And it's like, really? He's talking about your boobs. I mean, and you did show them in that movie, and you could see they were just dripping with how seriously they take themselves, and how could he say something about that? What I do is art. I deliver something for the people, and you're belittling it by talking about my breasts. Shut the fuck up. Good God, get a sense of humor about yourself. There's nothing that irritates me more than people that don't have a sense of humor about themselves, and there's very little that endears me to someone more than people that do. And I could go in and talk about famous people and the ones, that I've noticed have a great sense of humor about themselves, the ones that take themselves too seriously, but I'm sure you don't need me to run it all down. You guys have noticed it yourself. But if that's one tip I could give you, don't take life too serious. Don't take the things that go on too serious, especially nowadays with social media being so prevalent and everything, and you see everybody's angst and issues and problems everybody's having because they wear them out on their sleeve on Facebook, and it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And everything's a big deal. Listen, everything in the world isn't a big deal, okay? If nobody's dying, if nobody's hurt, it's probably not that big a deal. I've been in tough spots in life. I told you in a previous video, I've been homeless before, many years ago. We've all had money issues at times, you'll have financial problems and stuff like that. And you talk to some people and it's like it's the end of the world. No, it isn't. You get through it. It's part of life. No matter who you are, where you are, sometimes life's going to suck. You better be able to laugh a little bit. I don't know. If you can't have a sense of humor at yourself, you're probably just going to lead an unhappy life. So if I could give one piece of advice, it's learn to laugh, even at yourself. Preferably at yourself. Of course, it's easy for me to say because there's a lot of shit that's funny about me, even when I don't intend it to be. But it makes life bearable. It makes life fun, and that leads me to another thing. Is another key to life is learning to pick your battles. Again, I talk about I see so many things on social media and this, that, and the other, things that get blown out of proportion. Everything that doesn't go our way or everything that doesn't work out how we want. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Sometimes you just got to shrug things off. You got to learn to, say, you're trying to do a commentary and a train comes by, okay? You got to put that in perspective because your initial reaction is to go out there and, take a crowbar and derail the son of a bitch because you're so tired of trains coming by every time you're trying to do something and ruining it for you. But then rational takes over, and you're like, okay, I can't really do that. I mean, I gotta pick my battles, and that's something that's really kind of important too. Don't let everything be a big deal to you, because all it does is stress you out. And I've discovered that life with as little stress as possible is the best way to go, and that's why I'm happy most of the time. I mean, goofy happy. A lot of people could make the case that maybe I'm just so happy all the time because I don't know any better. I'm just not really that smart. And that's entirely possible. But the thing of it is, I'm always looking for a reason to be happy. Excuse me. I'm always looking for something, something fun. And so, maybe that's why I never lost my love for gaming or anything. I'm always actively, if you're going to start your day, don't look for the bad shit. Look for ways to have fun, because usually you can find it. And you can, even in the most mundane job, no matter, what you do for a living, whatever it is, wherever you are, if you look hard enough, you can find some fun. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be fun so extreme that you go to prison. That's another lesson I had to learn early on, where you cut off fun to, before it gets to the point where it's like, and, handcuffs and tasers. Well, in my day it wasn't tasers, it was just nightsticks. They just beat you. But life can be, it's short enough as it is. I mean, I know that's really old school to say that, but it's true. Life is short enough as it is. Have fun. Be willing to laugh at yourself. Don't take everything too serious. I mean, be able to take a step back and see if something that seems like the end of the world really is. Because maybe it's not, in the grand scheme of things in your life and how it's going to unfold, maybe it's not quite as big a deal as you think it is. Maybe that seems like, okay, there you go. I was done here. There it is. Mediocrity. I finished third, 17-13. Totally mediocre. Of course, how long did I play this game, guys? How long did I play Call of Duty without even getting a positive? So I'll take a 17-13, and I'm not going to bitch about it. And again, it's a good place for people to judge themselves by. If you're worse than that, you need to work. If you're better than that, oh, whoop-de-doo. I'm only average anyway. But that's today's commentary. Don't take life too seriously. Have fun with it, and continue the rest of your life just looking for the next time to have fun and have a good time. The bad stuff's going to force itself on you. You don't need to attract it in. Don't go looking for it. I will talk to you guys soon.